Did y'all know that there is a National Historic Landmark downtown? Old Salem, established in 1950, is a historical attraction in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Growing up just 40 minutes from Winston-Salem, I visited Old Salem with my school many times and was very intrigued by the history. Salem, a town that was founded by a group of Moravians in the year 1766, is home to the historic town of Salem and heirloom gardens. Old Salem has a historical past dating back to the 18th century, according to Groupon Incorporated. The town was initiated by a Protestant denomination that found protection in North Carolina, but previously lived in Georgia and Pennsylvania before settling here. And they settled here in the year of 1753, according to Wikipedia. Salem was to be the central town of the Wachovia Tract, and construction began here in 1766. The people of the town were very involved with the church, and particularly due to the fact that the church was in complete control of the town. The official website of Salem states that the town was considered to be a trades town, mainly because the production of necessary goods occurred in the town, such as like tools, furniture, ceramics, metals, and food. Although the community was originally known as Salem, in 1913 Salem merged with Winston, becoming Winston-Salem. Old Salem Incorporated was established by a group of volunteers 64 years ago in the year of 1950 in order to protect, preserve, and restore Salem. The John Locke Foundation informs its readers that this committee developed a zoning plan in order to separate the historic district of Salem from the rest of the town of Winston-Salem. From the beginning of its reestablishment to the year of 1985, they had already done 60 restorations of Old Salem. And the funding for these projects comes from donations and the income that they get from admissions. The John Locke Foundation goes on to say that the work for the Citizens Committee for the Preservation of Historic Salem has restored Old Salem to its original Moravian style. Today, the museum has over 200 employees and includes a retail department, a publishing arm, a research center, and more than 11 gardens according to the official website. Visitors have the chance to learn about the different trades from craftsmen, make their own Moravian crafts, watch an heirloom puppet show, learn particular domestic skills, and have an overall view of the life of a Moravian. On the grounds, visitors can see a boys' school, the Schultz shoemaker shop, the Market Fire Engine House, which was a marketplace for fresh meat and is where they actually stored the town's fire equipment, the Vogler gun shop, which had a lot of metalwork, woodworking, and tooling, and the Winkler Bakery, and the J. Blumhouse, which was actually the town's first print shop. There are also many churches within the town of Salem, such as Home Moravian Church, which was built in the year 1800, and St. Philip's African American Church, which is actually the oldest African American church in the state of North Carolina, still standing. The official website goes on to say that since the town's founding, gardens were always a very important part of life in Salem. The website posts an excerpt that was published in 1845 from the Carolina Watchman, which is a North Carolina newspaper. It states that no place of the same size contained as many plants and flowers. In every window, yard, and garden, you behold them in some of the very beautiful rare order. If a great fancy for flowers argues a corresponding taste for all that is beautiful and lovely, then the people of Salem are unsurpassed. The Old Salem Gardens were recreated to this original Moravian feel and are presented as open pollinated heirlooms. According to the article titled, "Who Are the Moravians?" to this day, Old Salem contains more than 100 structures that were restored and reconstructed, mainly due to the fact that the Moravians were excellent record keepers, so that gave the committee enough information to restore it to what it was like in the 18th century. Located on Salem Road in downtown Winston-Salem, Group coupon states that the historical attraction is open all year, every day of the week, with only a few exceptions. Old Salem is a well-recognized historical site that allows the visitor to escape America in the 21st century and dive